Recollection of the Arabian Nights. Alfred, Lord Tennyson. When the breeze of a joy-filled dawn blew free in the silken sail of infancy, the tide of time flowed back with me, the forward-flowing tide of time. And many a sheeny summer morn, adown the Tigris I was borne, by Baghdad's shrines of fretted gold, high-walled gardens green and old. True Mussulman was I and sworn, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. A night my shallop, rustling through the low and bloomed foliage, drove the fragrant, glistening deeps, and clove the citron shadows in the blue. By garden porches on the brim, the costly doors flung open wide, gold glittering through lamplight dim, and broidered sofas on each side. In sooth it was a goodly time, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Often where clear-stemmed platans guard the outlet, did I turn away the boat head down a broad canal from the main river sluiced, where all the sloping of the moonlit sward was damask work, and deeping a of braided blooms and moan, which crept down to where the water slept. A goodly place, a goodly time, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. A motion from the river one ridged the smooth level, bearing on my shallop through the star-strewn calm, until another night in night I entered, from the clearer light, embowered vaults of pillared palm, imprisoning suites, which, as they climb heavenward, were stayed beneath the dome of hollow boughs. A goodly time, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Still onward, and the clear canal is rounded to as clear a lake. From the green rivage many a fall of diamond relates musical, through little crystal arches low down from the central fountain's flow fallen silver trimming, seemed to shake the sparkling flints beneath the prow. A goodly place, a goodly time, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Above through many a bowery turn a walk with vari-colored shells wandered and grained. On either side all round about the fragrant marge from fluted vase, and brazen urn in order, eastern flowers large, some dropping low their crimson bales half closed, and others studded wide with discs and turs, fed the time with odor in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Far off, and where the lemon grove and closest covert tree upsprung, the living airs of middle night died round the bulbul as he sung. Not he, but something which possessed the darkness of the world, delight, life, anguish, death, immortal love, ceasing not, mingled, unrepressed, apart from place, withholding time, but flattering the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Black the garden bowers and grots slumbered, the solemn palms were ranged above, unwooed of summer wind. A sudden splendor from behind flushed all the leaves with rich gold green, and, flowing rapidly between their interspaces, counterchanged the level lake with diamond plots of dark and bright. A lovely time, for it was in the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Dark blue the deep sphere overhead, distinct with vivid stars inlaid, grew darker from that under flame, so, leaping lightly from the boat, with silver anchor left afloat, in marvel whence that glory came upon me, as in sleep I sank in cool soft turf upon the bank, entranced with that place and time, so worthy of the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Thence through the garden I was drawn dash a realm of pleasance, many a mound, and many a shadow-checkered lawn full of the city's stilly sound, and deep myrrh thickets blowing round the stately cedar, tamarisks, thick rosaries of scented thorn, tall orient shrubs, and obelisks graven with emblems of the time, in honor of the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. With dazed vision unawares from the long alley's latticed shade emerged, I came upon the great pavilion of the Caliphate. Right to the carven cedar doors, flung inward over spangled floors, broad-based flights of marble stairs ran up with golden balustrade, after the fashion of the time, and humor of the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. The four-square windows all alight as with the quintessence of flame, a million tapers flaring bright from twisted silvers looked to shame the hollow vaulted dark, and streamed upon the moon-domes aloof in inmost Baghdad, till there seemed hundreds of crescents on the roof of night new risen, that marvelous time to celebrate the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. Then stole I up, and transiedly gazed on the Persian girl alone, serene with argent-lidded eyes amorous, and lashes like to rays of darkness, and a brow of pearl tressed with redolent ebony, in many a dark delicious curl, flowing beneath her rose-hued zone. The sweetest lady of the time, well worthy of the golden prime of good Harun al-Rashid. 6 columns, 3 on either side, pure silver, underpropped a rich throne of the massive ore, from which down drooped, in many a floating fold, engarlanded and diapered with inwrought flowers, a cloth of gold. Thereon, his deep eye laughter stirred with merriment of kingly pride, sole star of all that place and time. I saw him in his golden prime, the good Harun al-Rashid.